Well, hey Aries, it is Cardinal Sign Week, and we're going to look at somebody in your life. It could be somebody coming in, somebody already in, and the readings have been pretty cool. So I hope you stick with me and find out what's going on for you. It's a general reading. Take what resonates and leave the rest, and check your other placements too. Sun, moon, rising. I check all three. I think of my sun which is Scorpio, is my main thing. I look at my rising, usually around career and public 3D world stuff. And then the moon is very often my heart. So I'm going to guess you're here for your sun sign, Aries. So let's see what is going on with somebody in your life. So we're pulling from the Muse Tarot. We get a 9 of emotions, card of wish fulfillment, of emotional satisfaction. It can be a very healthy solitary energy here in the 9 of emotions. You can see she is levitating in a kind of underwater ruins with all of these fish swimming around her. It's actually reminding me of another of the same artist, but a different deck. It reminds me of her 7 of emotions or 7 of cups. But yeah, I noticed the fish are like a mobile. They're hung by strings that come down from the surface. That's interesting. Let's see. Underlying energy, which I learned to look at because I follow Awakening to Spirit, another tarot reader, Cindy, and she is basically my favorite tarot reader, and I emulate her. We get a Muse of Materials, which is a King of Pentacles. That very dependable, solid 3D energy. A 2 of Voices, some kind of decision point. There seems to be some mirroring in both of these cards, that we may see that this person in your life, maybe somebody that you're mirroring with. And there's a few things here. I will show them all to you. Cindy says that these are the cards that show us the reason why we are here. This is a 10 of emotions. This is the card after the 9, and it is a very different energy of being full of joy with others. It is the completion of the cups or emotions cycle. You complete me comes to mind. And then we have a 4 of emotions. This is, again, I'm seeing this mirroring, these faces that make this cup. This 4 of cups is a kind of a ho-hum, been there, done that. I don't even see what I'm sitting in kind of energy. And then there is some joyful dancing. The 2 of Materials, a balancing. Again, in the 3D earthly realm. Oh, a lot going on beneath the surface here, Aries. And we will pull some cards and find out what is going on with you and this somebody in your relationship, and some advice for you. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and use the Wise Dog Tarot. I don't know why I feel like giving commercials for everything today. I'll try not to do that, but if that resonates with you, I know for me, if I like somebody or something, I want everybody to know about how great it is. For example, this artist of Wise Dog Tarot is absolutely one of my favorite artists. I have several of her decks. Okay, anyhow, we're going to pull 6 cards. First is going to be how this somebody, this person in your life, or coming into your life, or could be somebody from the past, how they appear to you. We get the 2 of Swords. So this is the same card that we saw in your underlying energy, where we see this. This is swords are your mind. So you can see these 2 minds You're of two different minds here. Which direction should I go? I see, as I said, a mirroring energy. So it may be that this person reminds you of yourself or puts you into a situation where you feel some kind of dilemma in your mind. Which way do I go? What do I do here? It's a feeling literally of being torn. Here you can see this is all happening inside this person, being torn. Her hair is tangled. And then there's the decision of which way to go. Here, the corgi, who is such a confident little dog, if you know your dogs, seems very responsible in making this decision. So I see that quality of this person. It's this kind of noble, responsible corgi, really putting their mind to it in a considerate way. Okay. How you appear to this person, you are appearing as victory. Yes, okay. There's some wands energy for you, Aries. You are a fire sign. Wands are your suit. This is an image of victory. This is being recognized by others for some kind of success. So your little corgi friend here seems to be, I would even see the corgi as seeing themselves in this crowd that looks up to you. This has been coming in all of these readings I've done for cardinal signs, that the sign I'm reading for is being looked at by this other person. And it's been very transformative encounter. So let's see what happens. Your relationship with this somebody is healing. This is, again, in your mind, swords, your ideas. In a Four of Swords, you take a retreat and you go and you reconsider your ideas. It's kind of like going to a therapy retreat, I think of, but not with other people, by yourself. This little dog looks blue. This little dog actually seems to be thinking about the dog park. Yeah. So there seems to be a quality in your relationship with this other person that may be healing. But I also kind of feel there's some kind of sense of like a longing for the pack, or I'll get like a call of the wild feeling here, that maybe when this little corgi looks at you, the big German Shepherd, in your victory, there's a kind of inspiration that's coming from you. You and your nobility, and they and their nobility, perhaps there's a kind of healing quality of this relationship. We will keep on looking. What the tarot wants you to know, what's hidden from you, is a Queen of Wands. More fire. Your energy, Aries. This is coming through to me as a different person, not you, not this other person. This is a third person that has come into your reading. She's very magnetic. The Queen of Wands doesn't have to be she. They're very magnetic. They are they're the queen of the law of attraction. They're able to make the world that they want real. They always have usually a black cat, but here we can see the crow, which this artist loves crows. So this is positive image, a friend. There is somebody expecting something. There's some kind of sense of expectation. It may or may not be a third person. It could be a person that is in your life, or a person in the somebody that the reading is about. We'll find out more. Your advice for the reading is the devil, of course, portrayed by a chihuahua on a pile of bones defending their kill. There's all these skinny, ghostly dogs. 2 skinny, ghostly dogs eating at this pile of bones. And I see all these 2s here, 2 of voices or swords twice, 2 of materials. And these 2 are in the tarot, the mirror of the lovers. They are usually chained, but loosely chained. So the devil is a state of mind. It's addiction that needs to be addressed. It's codependence that needs to be addressed. It could be a Capricorn. But I just feel like there's some kind of starved lovers in this, like gnawing at the bones. It's like having trouble getting out of the past or something. And the devil is the thoughts in your head that make you think you don't deserve better. That's your advice. So usually you need to address the devil. The card that trumps the devil in the tarot is strength. You're looking like this. You have a lot of power. You've just triumphed here. This is a card of victory. Everybody's recognizing you. But there is perhaps some doubt in your head, and that's why we're getting this relationship needed from this with this other person of healing. And because there's this energy of expectation that's hidden from you, or maybe you have a sense of expectation, like a little bit I'm seeing that you've accomplished something and now you have like maybe unreasonably high expectations of yourself, and this somebody's looking up to you. We'll find out more. The future is, I saw this for you when I was shuffling, a 9 of Wands, more fire, struggle, learning from struggle, determination to finish. You're almost done with this project. You can see this dog has perhaps been chasing a stick and is now sitting down to gnaw on the stick a little bit because they get tired. We'll find out what that future is ahead. Underlying energy on this deck is an 8 of Cups. So remember your overall energy in this friendship, this relationship, this somebody brings some sense of wish fulfillment and contentment. That is the card after this, the 8 of Cups, where you feel something is missing and the 9th cup is missing. And so you need to go on some kind of a journey or quest. You might need to leave a situation that is emotionally unfulfilling. And there is the Hangman here, a change of perspective. This is a card of Sagittarius. We are about to have a full moon in Sagittarius. There's a sense of waiting that's kind of about us astrologically. We have been waiting, but we've just had Mars coming into Aries, your sign. So you should feel really powerful, a lot of momentum. Jupiter, expansive energy is there, beginning a new 12-year cycle. So we should start feeling the motivation and the ability to act here. The Hangman tells me that, and the 8 of Cups tell me that you need to recognize something in your life, the devil being here, that you need to change your outlook on this. This all of its 4 of Swords says that as well. So does the 4 of Cups. You need to notice where you are. Okay, well, let's clarify what is going on. I still don't know what this somebody is, who this somebody is. There's just a whole lot of other stuff going on with you. So let's see. Who's this little corgi? This is how they appear to you. Let's find out more about them. 2 of Swords. A High Priestess, an intuitive knowing. Secrecy, mystery. A 3 of Pentacles, a collaboration. See, these 3 artists these 3 people are collaboratively making the art. You might think, hey, the model's not making the art, but you need a model to paint the nude, and you need the teacher to teach you how to do the art. But the Three of Pentacles is making a vision real in the three-dimensional world with others. And there is the King of Wands. Decisive person, inspired, passionate, very Aries energy. In fact, is a card of Leo, but fire, you being the fire sign, King of Wands could be you as well here. So this other person, this Two of Swords, they appear to be somebody with, I think they are very intuitive. You are quite alpha. Your card is the Emperor. King of Wands is very much like the Emperor. It looks like they're trying to decide if you're the right person for them to work with. You look like a leader to them. That's very clear. Yeah. That's what's really going on with this person underneath it. They're kind of applying their high priestess ability to ascertain whether they want to work with you. So they're in a point of decision. They're paying a lot of attention to you. You looking good. Sometimes in a Six of Wands victory stance, you might want to be careful not to be looking like an egomaniac. Because they are looking at you. They're seeing your ego. They're seeing this. They're seeing you look quite alpha. And are you a good team player? They're wondering. They're trying to use their intuition to decide whether to get on board with you through something. There's a Hermit. This is somebody who works quite well alone, who looks to their own inner light, can sometimes have trouble listening to others' insights. What else do we have? The Chariot. More cardinal energy. This is a card of Cancer. Hermit is Virgo. So we have a lot of energy, momentum. Can be a bit rash. And a Two of Wands. There's the visioning of the world. Again, fire. There's a lot of inspiration, energy. When they look at you, you come in as victory, as triumph. They're noticing, because you're so alpha, that you might be unable to share their vision because you have looked into yourself, decided how you want the world to look, and you're really plowing ahead with that vision. So when they look at you, they're not totally sure that you're a good person to work with. This is a question here. There's a question here about this. It looks to me, because we had the overall energy of a very solitary contentment, that you're appearing as somebody who goes alone. And then we have, this is your relationship, is again somebody going it alone. And the reason is there's some kind of thought torture that needs to be healed. Your concepts need to be healed, or theirs do. So let's see, let's clarify that. This is your relationship. The Devil. So this is where the Devil lies. Remember, your advice is the Devil. It is maybe, hey, Devil dog, hush. It is maybe the first time that I've had the Devil come up in 2 readings. And you can see the much more traditional rendering. This couple loosely chained, they could easily slip these chains, but they're captivated by this addiction, this idea of themselves as not deserving enough. This ho-hum attitude is like, oh, this is it. I don't deserve better. Energy. This is what you need to heal from. There's a truth that you have to face here. A new truth that's coming in this is a concept, your ideas can be difficult. I think when you encounter the devil twice in the realm of your relationship with this person appears to be bringing to your attention the devil, some kind of unhealthy frame of mind. You are doing it for them or they are doing it for you. And the Hierophant, oh, that's like structural power, church, state, marriage, institutions, yes, no, also a teacher. It's this teacher. You, my friend, Aries, you have a person who's a very humble little corgi, but corgis, if you know corgis, they have like a really good sense of self. Like they're like a big dog in a little dog's body. And you have a corgi in your life. You're a big dog. You might be a little big for your britches. You might be up in your ego. You're used to doing things alone, looking to yourself for truth. You don't actually look to others for truth, but this person is coming in and teaching you something. And of course, you can reverse energies if that seems more appropriate. You coming in, you being the corgi. But yeah, the corgi is teaching the German Shepherd in the reading. Their corgi is the Hierophant. They have insight. They are able to mentor you. It is not a comfortable truth. It kind of puts you off your pedestal that you have succeeded, victory, and it brings you into this space, right? You can see the transformation, like, oh, look at me in front of all the dogs. Oh, I need to go alone and think about this when I'm not being watched by all the other dogs or influenced by them. So that's your relationship with this very humble corgi who they really are seeing you clearly. They see you, they think you're awesome, but they also notice that you're a loner and that maybe your ego can harm you, or on the other hand, the devil, 4 of Cups, there's this feeling that maybe you don't give yourself really, you're not as giving yourself what you actually could have so much more, a better life. 4s can often mean like your imagination is limited, open up to the possibilities here. Okay, and that's definitely a Queen of Wands energy. She sees all the possibilities. She will attract them, make them real in the world. She's kind of like a magician energy in that she, using her passion, her will, can manifest the world that she wants to live in. And let's see what else. So this somebody's gonna help you out here, some kind of a teacher. Quite noble corgi with a high priestess intuition. Okay, so here's your 4 of Cups under what's hidden from you. We've seen this twice. So in the 4 of Cups, this is a very traditional version of it. You're looking at the empty cups and what you've had, and it wasn't that good, and you don't expect much more. But look, here's an Ace of Cups. You don't even know what's being offered to you because you're focused on, oh, boo-hoo, ho-hum, right? That's, you cannot manifest a better world. Okay, so here's your corgi, young, chatty, curious, open-minded energy, often associated with social media. Page of Swords. So here's you. Oh, that's it. Like, you look victorious, but you're actually in lack. And then in comes your corgi friend, the somebody, the Page of Swords. Here they are. And they say to you, you need to let loose control. 4 of Pentacles. Control. Small imagination. Another 4, right? 4 of Cups. 4 of Swords. 4 of Pentacles are here. 4 of Wands is a great 4. But this one is definitely, again, about being controlling of what you've earned, your shelter, your income, maybe your relationship. We do see this energy here of the Muse of materials is very much about the 3D job, home, all that. Like you're clamping down tight on it. You're disappointed in it. These are 2 4s. You're disappointed with what you have. You're holding tight to it anyway. And what this friend, this somebody, this little corgi is telling you, the German Shepherd, is you are amazing. You are so magnetic. You have this willpower, this passion. You can create the world that you want to make. But you're going to have to let loose of your low expectations and your security issues in order to have that. Further advice, the devil. I freaking love that devil. I have an Aries friend up there in Denver. I just think of you if you watch this. I think of several of my Aries friends actually here in Flagstaff too. Like, hey, I love that Chihuahua. So I think even though we know the meaning of the devil, right? I've talked about it. Like, this is this energy. It's like, this is mine. I killed it. Get away. It's defending this pile of nothing, right? From nobody. So if you're doing that, and I can't help but see how this victory can transform itself into defending a pile of nothing, a pile of bones that have been picked bare. And your friend here, looking at you and definitely seeing your awesomeness and your capacity, is warning you with the tarot, warning you against fighting for nothing just because it was yours, and that's hard to leave the position of victory, especially when you've gone through. It's clearly a thoughtful, brave, visionary process in getting here. Okay, what else? There's your King of Pentacles. Okay, this is this same energy of the Muse of this exact same card, just 2 different decks. Mr. Security. Yeah, I see you sort of like, there's my pentacle. You're sort of captivated by what you just did. And good for you. I mean, I don't want to take away from whatever this accomplishment is, but your friend here and the tarot are telling you, good job, and now get more. All right? Mars is in Aries. Jupiter is in Aries. It's the beginning of a new 12-year cycle. We're all finished with something. It has been hard. We've let a lot of shit go. And now it's time to go forward, really on the next cycle of our life. And so if we get too overly involved in what we've already done, it just looks a little bit like a trap here. A little bit of, this is what you're being told. Like, you have 8 cups. There's more out there. You're feeling, if you really listen to yourself, you might feel like there's something missing. And it's okay to listen to that. It's not ungrateful to listen to that. And it doesn't mean you aren't proud of your accomplishments, but beware of how that can be a trap. So here's death, transformation. I've seen death in all 3 of the readings I've done. This is the energy that is brought in to transform what you've been doing. So you've been doing this, and death is riding you, taking you away from that. It's a shift. It is somehow inspired by this person who is your corgi, who brings in the truth about this devil behavior that you've been stuck in. And there's strength to fight the devil. Did I not tell you that the strength card is the one card that trumps the devil? And this is you rising from your violent selfish, fearful, defended nature to your feminine, heart-based approach. See, she has used her heart and her wisdom to tame the lion. He's quite happy being tamed. And this is the process that you are going in. I'm not even sweaty, but these cards are very, they want to stick to me. The Page of Swords is really demanding attention. This is your Page of Swords. Really like, hey, Aries, pay attention to me. Look at the truth I've got, you know? That's why, let's interpret that. It just keeps sticking to my arm. And now that I conveyed this message, not sticking to my arm. Take or leave that. Okay. All right, the future. It looks a little bit tough. Okay, you're tired. You've been exerting your will. Chasing that stick. The way that a dog can be obsessive chasing that stick. Yeah, that's the kind of energy, like a dog that's like brings the ball back to you over and over and over again. That's how your attention is returning to this thing that you just accomplished over and over and over again. And there's a feeling of being trapped in your mind and not being able to get out of it. You're blindfolded, you're tied up, you're standing in water, which would suggest your feelings are involved here. Like you're trapped in a feeling. It's a feeling that you're manufacturing in your mind. That's what I'm sensing here is going on. There is another image. Normally this would be very painful, but what's coming through to me is come throughout the reading repeatedly is that there is conflict between your ideas and your heart. Your mind is stuck in the Eight of Swords. You're stuck in something. It's an obsession. The Three of Swords speaks of obsession. When it's about a heartache, it's like, it's so painful. My swords, my mind keeps looking at it, like picking at it, this wound, you know, just, so it's about obsession for me. And that's what I see. That's what I see. The victory, what you've accomplished, has become so captivating. And then there's a Nine of Pentacles. Recognizing that you have everything that you need in and of yourself. Remember, our overall energy was a Nine of Cups. A very solitary energy. But it's a place where it's kind of like back here you got the Hermit. Your friend sees you being insightful and going into yourself for insight. The Nine of Pentacles is like the Four of Swords, the Hermit, a solitary energy. You go home, you make your home beautiful, you're quite self-sufficient, you're able to meet all of your own needs. She's actually gardening, right? She's grown some carrots. She's got tomatoes on the vine. It's a more productive place than this. It's like a moving forward from this. After a process of struggle with the disconnect between your heart and your mind, an obsession that you've been going on over and over and over, returning to this memory of, it becomes a more and more distant memory of this victory, of this accomplishment. And we see death coming in through this corgi friend to unseat you from your pile of bones as the devil. Giving you the strength, this heart strength here to overcome the concepts in your mind that limit you, that keep you in security mode. It's been very exhausting for you to be in that. It's been very confining. And it looks to me like what we were just seeing is this other person is going to kind of bring this truth to you, to push you out of that. And you just are beginning, we just see you beginning to get out of that by being very grounded, very practical, basically going out in your garden and planting some vegetables. Yeah, so here's your process overall here on the bottom of the deck. 5 of Cups. Oh, look at what I've lost. There's a 2 of Cups right behind me. Here's the world I've created, the 3D wealth, abundance, family. And going back to the process of putting in the work, planting that garden. It's almost like I'm getting a feeling of a new start. Like you're having a little trouble not looking back on what happened, and looking to the new place to go. You've made a huge 10 of Pentacles accomplishment, but at this point, that 10 of Pentacles, you're just grabbing hold of it. You're just obsessing about it, and it's time to move on. It's time to start again with working in the garden. It looks very 3D. This friend brings you an insight that causes you to change your perspective here. So, pardon me, I had to hang up the phone there. So your friend and the somebody in this reading, the corgi person, it might even feel annoying to you. They might kind of come in as a busybody, as a chatterbox. What they want to tell you is annoying because you're really, really enjoying your victory. You're really proud of it, as you should be, but it's time to get back to work. It's time to start anew. That's life. We finish, we savor our accomplishment, and then it's time to move forward. What's happened is that this has become, your sense of your accomplishment has become so captivating. The devil's here twice. And it looks like this to your corgi friend. Right? It doesn't feel like that to you. It feels like, hey, look what I did. Look at this. Look what I did. Look who I am. I'm the King of Pentacles. Yeah, it's really, you may not welcome this. This is how you're feeling. You're feeling like I fulfilled my wish. I'm emotionally content. I don't know why this annoying corgi needs to come in and ruin this, but it appears that it's somehow stirring up a dangerous element in you, the devil, addiction, sort of I don't know, I don't see any 5 of Swords here that says that you won this victory in a wrong way, but there's something about this that you're being warned about. Like if you stay here, your mind, your addiction, your codependence, the idea that you're not all that great, like whatever, you did that and you did it 10 years ago, like that can creep in a harmful way. And so this friend is telling you need to transform this. And this is a capacity that you do have. Yeah. They see you as amazing. They're like not diminishing your accomplishment at the same time that they're saying, keep going, do more. You can't rest on your laurels is the overall message of this reading. So I hope this helps you, Aries. Let me know. Good for you for whatever you accomplished. Right on. Now, time to do the next thing. We need you. Okay, have a beautiful day.